Topic: Formation of soil. Today we'll learn how soil is actually formed. So how do soil forms? Soil formation. The weathering of rocks on the earth's surface results in the formation of soil. Soil is formed when rocks are continuously broken down by weathering. As rocks weather, they break into smaller pieces. These pieces are broken down into even smaller pieces to form soil. So, in short, soil is nothing but broken pieces of rocks. When pieces of rocks are continuously broken down by weathering, it leads to the formation of soil. So, what is weathering? The process by which rocks are broken down into smaller pieces are called weathering. In the pictures you can see rocks with big cracks in them. They have gone through lots of weathering. What causes weathering of rocks? Wind, rain or water, snow, sun, gravity, animals, humans. These are also called agents of weathering. These agents of weathering breaks the rocks to smaller pieces. These pieces are further broken down into smaller particles and eventually they become soil. When we talk about weathering, it is not a process that happens in one day or 2 days or a few years. It takes at least millions of years for rocks to break up into soil that we see around us right now. An example of weathering is the structure that you see in the picture. This rock structure went through hundreds of years of weathering, which turned it into this shape. It is still going through the process of weathering. In short, for example, as wind keeps on blowing, as rain falls, rocks are broken down into tiny particles. These smaller particles settle down as soil, and it happens, this entire process of weathering takes thousands and thousands of years. This is also an example of how rocks go through weathering. The Grand Canyon in Arizona, US, was formed due to weathering of water and wind over millions of years. The famous Grand Canyon in Arizona is a perfect example of what weathering can do to rocks. As the Colorado River started flowing through it, it took millions of years for this canyon to form. The process of weathering takes millions of years, so it takes a very, very long time to form even an inch of soil. So, to sum it up, weathering is nothing but breaking of rocks into smaller pieces, and this entire process of weathering takes thousands or millions of years as the rocks go through facing sunlight, wind, snow, rainfall, or river water. They get broken down into pieces. These pieces eventually break down into smaller particles and form soil.